perhaps. Plus, we've got to check out downstairs with this place too. I'm just going to drag her straight across. I don't care. Yeah, come with me, love. She's gummied up the house. My person needs to sleep, so realistically, if... I'm going to leave that corpse up there. It's far enough away from the house. I don't care. But the rest of these, I'm going to get across the road or out of my yard, whatever. Just like before. I just don't have the nice, like, bushes and shit over here. But at least once I'm over here, I can have a good look kind of behind me. Hide you in the trees. There we go. I can hear a zombie. Ah, that's where they came from. There's like 3 over here. Well, that's a fucking problem. You're a bit exhausted for this. Yeah, right. Well, they're only going to come and knocking anyway. Hey! I thought you were crouched, so that was a decision. You move down a little bit. Okay, well, you're kind of close enough we could fight you. Yeah, what's everybody been up to over Christmas and New Year's and shit, I guess? I kind of like recapped what happened. I think you had glasses too. He's still got a bit of distance. Come on. Yep. Get the fuck off, mate. I need to stomp her to death, and there's a third one of yours in here somewhere. Okay, hold on. Fucking die, love. I want to keep my bat's integrity for a while if I can. That would be that'd be nice to have, you know, a bat for a while. Get the fuck off. Okay. Back to steppies. Get all of her steps in on the first fucking day of the year. I don't even know if the third one's come down for this. Love, you're gonna have like the best lungs. Could you just fucking, there we go. Okay, she's dead. No. No, you can't get me like that, mate. I decided to get some skills over Christmas and New Year's. I actually got quite a lot of kills. I weaponized sirens and house alarms a lot to my advantage. It was really good. Where'd the other guy go? Okay, she's pretty far up there. I think I could probably leave her up there for like a night. Get back on him. There we go. Fucking stomp everything. If the face isn't working, maybe the fucking rib cage or the thighs, or it was apparently the shoulder. That was his weakness. Alright. Well, let's go inside and clear out that house before it gets too dark. I haven't really heard of somebody having a shoulder as a weakness, like the kryptonite and stuff, but I guess that guy's was. So I don't know how many fucking zombies I've killed. We killed a few, and as far as I can tell, my house is still okay. Okay, let's get the door shut. First things first, let's have a little walk around. So we got to get her device options. We need this to be... I also did find the channel that has... I found the channel that does the emergency broadcast shit too. Okay, so this place isn't clear yet, but she can sit her ass down on the ground and get her breath back before I go clearing the rest of it. Yeah, that one's the emergency broadcast one. That'll be useful. I'll have some of my drink while I'm waiting for her to get her breath back. Maybe face her towards the house. So the neat thing is, I've already got a couple books. I've got a couple of bags. What's this? What now? Barricade and sleep. Now, I've got to go through the whole house and make sure there's no more zombies in here. She should be getting some skills from this broadcast. So once I know there's no zombies in here, I can put her to sleep for the night. I'd like to do that before it clocks up to like 9 PM if I can. And then I want to put all the fresh shit in the fridge. And then I do want to get rid of that zombie. Over where it was is some crates. That would be great to bring into the house because it would immediately give me more storage. And I know there's a place down in town across from a gas station that had a shit ton of storage boxes, but I got to get my hands on a car, preferably. And I got to remember that she doesn't have the like burglar trait, I got really lucky with the girl I had over Christmas had like the burglar trait thing, so I could just hotwire cars super easily. It was kind of fun. Okay. So I just gotta make sure none of these rooms got zombies in them. And I'll probably still take apart half that bed, honestly. We'll use it in winter to stay warm. I also have to fill up any containers that I can while water's still on, because I keep not getting lucky with water. The water keeps shutting off in like the first day or two. Okay, hold on. Let's I know some of this isn't fridgeables, but for the moment it can go in the fridge. And then I'll put a backpack down somewhere. So this will keep her food fresh. She's pretty tired. I could do with fixing up her water. Let's get her water. Also, I ended up in like full red over Christmas. That was interesting as well. I also should really shut all these curtains so we don't get zombies coming up, because they can see light and shit. Alright, so she's still exhausted. That's why she's still huffing and puffing. There's nothing much I could do about that. I can't close those two blinds. That one doesn't have a curtain. I don't know about that front one. I could close those three, but they don't really get zombies in that kind of corner. This is why I like this house, is we start with storage. So, nothing special, but I can put down... I want to keep like one bandage on me and the alcohol wipes. And then I basically want to put all the books and shit in here. I gotta go like check downstairs, make sure she's okay. And she's also really hungry. So I should want to feed her like half that ham or something. I also want to just mark this so I don't accidentally put it away. I think this is the key to this residence. Once I've got it all open, it doesn't really matter. Let's put that on your left knee, on your right knee. We've got a bag of chips. I don't really want to be eating that. I also don't want to put the chips in the cupboard here. That can go in there. I stole that because I thought it looked nice. Let's put that away. Okay, so she's got some basic food and water and medical. I will hydrate. Hold on. Let me just get her half that ham. I kind of wanted to make her a sandwich. I did learn about that. I just don't remember where it was. I think I have to slice up all the bread. And I need a knife for that, which there should be a knife in here somewhere. Theoretically. There's a cup. I can fill that up. She did not pick that up. Is there no knives in this whole place? Okay, there's no knives. We can eat part of that ham. We'll eat a quarter of that ham. They'll sort her out. We'll hydrate and I will stretch. Hold on. I'm gonna need to feed her something else. Maybe we eat like half of that. And then I'll fill up the cup. And I'll have to go downstairs. Make sure that downstairs is all safe. And then we should be good to sleep. Put your little cup of water there. Alright, she's still too exhausted to run, but upstairs is a clear so far. There's a new coffee, one that looks better quality. It doesn't taste like dirt. It tastes like coal though. Is that better? Doesn't taste like dirt, but it tastes like coal. Hello. So I have some kind of fitness warehouse thing going down here. That looks like it's a room. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. It's not? Oh yeah. I don't know what this is. But this is an interesting variation of this particular room. I'll leave it on for the moment. There's no zombies in the house, which means we can go to sleep. I'll feed her more in the morning. I think I've put away most of her stuff. We'll get this window closed off too, so we hopefully don't get zombies banging on it. Close the curtains. And we'll get you some sleep. Yeah. So hopefully she'll wake up early enough in the morning and I can loot some of the houses around the area. I'd like to get her hands on a car, but I'd want to go over to where that little spot over there is, because it usually has something like storage and crap. Alright, it's raining. She's a little bit hungry. I haven't really like sorted out the whole house yet, but I'm not too worried about that just yet. I do want to take her into town, but I gotta feed her uncooked. We can eat the peach. Eat that. That's a whole fresh thing. She can eat this because they won't last after the power goes off. She could have some fresh bread. Last time I tried to get my girl to go all the way into the town to try to get like baked goods and stuff because we just didn't get lucky with that the first time. I'm not so worried about doing that. We've already got like a trauma bag, which is neat. I've got some keys to cars that don't work, but I can drop them near it, whatever. And we got into this house. So there's nothing going to be on TV for a few minutes. Oh, let me out. Now she should be able to walk and run and shit now. There we go. I'm going to get her endurance and crap up. Now, I don't know where this green zombie is. There's a deer over here. I'm not here to hunt that. But yeah, I don't know where Greenie went. There's another set of deer up around here. In fucking majestic woods. This is what I'm after, though. We've got a generator. And then, well, there's all the stretch no beans. So got car stuff. Yeah, car stuff. Okay. Well, let me take a couple. I don't know if I could take more than one. But I'll see what I can do. Not too heavy. Okay. Can I transfer that to that one? Oh, this one's got a gas can in it too. Neat. That would be super useful once I can find a hose. Okay. There's a suspension thing in there. The other two are empty. I know that this is ripping her health. But can I pick up two more? I know she's not this strong yet. But let's walk this shit home. Immediately we've got storage. Which is just great. Because even if she's exhausted from this, if I can just walk this home, I've got boxes already to put stuff into. And like I said, I want to disassemble her other bed and stuff, but there's no urgency for that, which is kind of nice. Yeah. And I don't know where the other zombie went, but I should, if I could, find some like pots and pans or a car that works. So I do want to go back down into town. Especially now I've got some storage boxes and crap. Also, I noticed I've got a flat roof, which begs the question, I might be able to do, do rainwater tank things later. That would be neat. Yeah, I do want one of these down here. I also want to move this shit around too, if I can. But let's get one in here. I'll put one probably in front of that window, I reckon. Hey, Prophet. How you doing? Good day. Oh, yeah. How you doing? I actually do want to put one where that table is. I might just move that. I'm just kind of rearranging some stuff. You know, home decor and whatnot. So, yeah, nothing too special. Let's pop that back down here. Because this will be a medic one. I'll move this later, but this will be fine for now. As for the table, I actually don't know if I could use this for... I might be able to use this later for doing, what do you call it? Like a workbench type thing. So we might want to keep that. I just don't know where I want to put it for the moment. Maybe I could put it there. It won't let me rotate it. See, only problem I've got with this is I haven't quite sorted out rotation stuff, but it could break, so we'll just shove it up in the corner for the moment. I'll move shit around later. I found a empty gas can. She's not too hurt. I do want to move these around because this is really not useful. It's almost midday though, so if I walk off, she might miss out on the TV unless I walk her off into another house, in which case we could get TV there. I'm awake and alive. That's a relic. I'm alright. I've had like a pretty reasonably big sleep yesterday to today, kind of preparing for like being awake my appropriate hours and stuff again. Aside from that, been really reasonably restful. This place doesn't look like it's got a basement for once, which is nice. Let's hope it doesn't have an alarm. There's already like one dude in here. Come on. Get you out of the building. I'll fight him when he comes out. The day I dreamed was that an elven warrior princess betrayed by her guard battlefield. Well, that's certainly interesting. I have no clue what the fuck I dreamt about. It was like a mishmash of a lot of things. Come on, mate.
Hey!
I need you to come out the window.
Hey!
I know you can do it. We already know he's in there, love. Okay, that was pretty efficient. Is that something I can disable? No. Okay, that's fine then. That's not what I wanted. Open the window and climb through. I also had it set that zombies could activate alarms and stuff, but I don't know if I've got that set on this because I didn't toy with any of the settings. But it was certainly interesting watching like certain houses go off because like zombies had like set them off and shit. A fresh apple, we'll take that with us. I do want to get into town though. I'm just checking if they've got pots and pans and stuff. Because if they've got pots and pans, I can fill them up with clean water at the moment. Which is what I want to do. There's also still a pot further there. What's in it? With rice, fresh uncooked. Yeah, I could use that. I could use that to properly feed her, but I don't really want to take it with me. And there's a good can of spaghetti there too. I might just leave that. We'll fill, or I don't want to fill up that. Fine, I can empty that out. We'll all need to piss, but it's fine. When she's done, I'll get her to empty it. I don't know if I'll go upstairs. I really just wanted to make sure I could get my hands on anything that like was fillable. What's up, Prolix? Was it Wags? Hugs, wagging tail. Happily smiling, running around in circles, giving many feathers. No, hey Viking. Nice to see you excited. I want you to pour out the water in that specific thing. Because I didn't want water in it. But these I'll put with this. I love that she's just like pouring that on the ground in here. Now I'll get you to place all these other containers around here. Alright. Okay, that'll do it. Okay, we've at least got like a pot of water next door that we can drink later. It might be too late for the fucking TV. Hold on. Turn on. And turn it on to Life and Living. Tune it in. Yeah, I just barely missing it. Head down like a lot. I don't know if I'll get anything from this, because we might have almost just missed it, but we'll see. Yeah, that was the end of it. Okay, well, now that it's past midday, the time to run into town is now. Because we shouldn't have another TV program for like 3 hours. So we'll see how we go. Smile smoking tail happily lays down, side snuggling through wolf plushes. No. Give you all some pats, Viking. It's not actually attracting any more zombies, which is interesting. I might just turn it off. There we go. Okay. So, we know that that works. I might leave the 2 keys for these here. Because I'm not going to use them. I don't need to be carrying them. Although, I should really have a look at that car. Because if it's a working vehicle and I could drive it, nobody else came out. Honestly. But if this works, I'll drive it into town and back, you know. Let's see, there's no fuel. What about the little zippy thingy? What about this thing? If this thing works, I don't care, as long as it can get me in and out of town quickly. It's also got no fuel, but it's a half decent car. What do you guys got in your boots? A wrench? Yeah, I could do with that. Plastic bag would be good for carrying some stuff back later. Alright. Well, let's try to get into town then. I really did think that there was going to be more zombies out here. I saw some deer earlier, Viking, running around near here. Would have loved it. Yeah. Also, Project Zomboid is going to be on like Fridays and shit as usual. I just had this in for like the first day back because I'm like, I know it was a game that I could talk and play at the same time, because the game that I had scheduled to be like first up this year, I realized like I wouldn't be able to hold a conversation easily while I was playing it. I'm like, yeah, I don't want that. The other thing too is I want to go into the school if I can, but like while there's still light on and stuff, but I kind of want to find an ambulance or a state trooper vehicle or something to try to attract zombies out to it. Because there was that house that sirened across the road, and to be fair, any one of these could potentially draw zombies out if they have like a house alarm. I know she's getting very warm from like running and stuff, but it'd be kind of cool to see what kind of skills I can get up, because we've really only started with like fishing. Oh, survivor house. I didn't even notice. Okay. That probably doesn't have an alarm on it then. I'm kind of sort of looking for a house that could potentially have an alarm on it, but I'm also just seeing what's down these roads as well. I'm also keeping an eye out for cars, because there's a car park down here I can definitely take a look at. It might have some cars, but yeah, I very much weaponize sirens and stuff, and I'm like, I wouldn't usually do it when I'm streaming because it's such an obnoxiously loud thing. I would actually encourage people to mute when I do stuff like that. But, hello. Got a couple of nice looking cars in here. Okay, there is like a zombie over there, but there's 1, 2. Okay, there's only like 2 here, which is odd for the school, but they might have been attracted to the other side. So I was also using like the horn of the cars as well. I also got to remember I don't have a burglar trait because that was actually really useful. I understand why people like that, because yeah, I just get into a car and be like, cool, it's mine now. I'm kind of hoping that one of the zombies here has the keys for these. Not that I've tried to get into them yet. They could have them. I'm just checking if they got fuel. Like this one's got no fuel, but it's a good car. Well, there goes a gunshot. Seemed unnecessarily close. Yeah, it's all locked up. Not this one. I gotta admit, I don't freak out as much with the stuff going off in the background. I do want a pencil if I can, so I can mark up shit. Because I haven't marked up the map yet. There's this car down here. I still don't see like any keys or any zombies nearby though. That's concerning. Also, I found like coveralls or overalls, whatever, last time, and I thought that those were actually pretty cool because it allowed me to like keep my stuff clean, which was sort of nice. Now there was like 3 zombies in this area, and one of them could have something like keys and stuff. Screwdriver. I think I have a screwdriver, don't I? I don't yet. Okay, free screwdriver. There is a tarp, which would be good to bring home. There would be food in the school. Wait, hold on. That car looked like that was on. Yeah, it's on. Interesting. Shit engine. Trunk's unlocked. I've got its key now. I think that apple one was in here. No, Azula's stretching. Azula's my cat brain, but it doesn't know. She needs to be patted. If anyone doesn't know, she got attacked by a large huntsman earlier. She's fine, but both the cats quite like unsettled. Phoenix has been rode by a huntsman before, so there's that. If I could get a hose, I can siphon from one of these cars. A taxi looks good. It's also getting kind of late. I should break into a house and see if we can watch TV. Getting a bit late on it. Did he remix Project Zomboid music? I wouldn't be surprised. I was talking about this earlier. This is why we turned the volume down, because oh fuck, that's a big group. Because yeah, there's more music in the game now. Now I already set off the alarm in the house that's over there. Yeah, I know, right? What is that, like 5 alarms so far? That zombie's coming down here. I'm gonna check this taxi while I'm waiting, because I don't think I'm gonna make it in time for the afternoon, like, show. That's pretty good. Now, if only there were keys for it. I could break into it, but doesn't mean I could drive it. I could smash one of the rear windows. Okay, that one's getting pretty close, but if I go and smash, as long as she doesn't get near me, can I smash this window? I'm not saying I can drive it, but... Okay. She's still kind of moving around over there. Get my ass in here. Are there any keys in this car? That just happens to be lurking around. No, but there is... what do you call it? A thing to, like, antibacterial and stuff. God damn it. You'd think I'd be able to find a car that, like, works. And they're all coming over this way. I'm just going to run past them and try to get into... Well, I'm not getting into that house, I'll tell you that much. I was going to try to find a house that I could maybe watch a TV for the night. But they're all going over there to the armed house, so... Let's see if I can set off one of these ones. Let's set off the pink one if it's set offable. Thank you for following, Jimothy. Welcome in. I don't know. She's still kind of following me. Come on, try the door. Okay, that's locked. Let's go around the house. Try this window. Now, if this place is also armed, I must have got, like, the shittiest, like, you know, load in. I did say I wanted to weaponize sirens, but this isn't what I meant. Okay, close that curtain. What have we got? We got a knife. I need that for the toast back home. Got a bowl and we got a mug. I saw a mug here somewhere. Hold on. There. Do that. I'll fill up my shit. Can you fill up, like, not the fuel thing this time? Let's fill up the other couple of stuff. Because I keep not being very lucky. I kind of... Is that window shut? It doesn't look like it's shut. Yeah, anyway, I keep not being very lucky with the water, electricity and stuff. It tends to go off really early. So I was kind of hopeful if I could at least place some fucking water around the place. Might have a bit of clean water for later. At least I don't have a high thirst girl. Now, that zombie should be up front of the house. Yeah, she's just walking off. No, they're back. Hold on. Close curtains? You don't see me now. No, they'll be in here in like a minute. There's hairspray, comb, bath towel. Bath towel would help her dry. I'm just gonna like leave you guys here, I reckon. Oh, there's a zombie out there too. Okay. Leave you guys alone. You can have that house. Man, they did not go very far. Okay, I'm gonna, I guess, go poke my nose in the school. If that's the case, not where I wanted to be at this time. I actually zoomed that out like super far too. I was hoping to find a car that I could drive, and I suspect that one of those two might be. It could be one. There's a car there that could maybe be drivable. Fuck knows where the zombie for it went. Because, like, they're all gone everywhere now. That house is especially dangerous because it was alarmed, so... I guess let's go see if this car is drivable. Because there's at least a couple that have got, like, fuel and stuff. If I could get my hand on a hose and we could siphon some stuff, we could probably drive one of the cars. That one's got no fuel. What have you got in you? It's not openable. The food mart probably isn't going to have a hose. It's got a zombie. It could have a hose. That's not what I wanted you to do. Yeah, that's a bit better. She should be the only one in here. While you're waiting, just turn that on. Okay, well, she's dead. We got all the